In today's lecture, yes, we will be discussing compensation provisions and strategies. Okay, see, when we consider compensation, this word, what compensation means? Yes, compensation includes everything, okay, which is paid by the employer to the employee. Okay, compensation includes everything which is paid by employer to the employee, okay, other than or which includes cash payments as well as non-cash payments. Okay, so organizations use a compensation strategy to define how it views and manages employee pay and benefit. The strategy serves as a guide and should be outlined in the written document that clearly articulates the organization's approach to managing employee compensation. An effective compensation strategy motivates current employees and it is used as a tool to attract new ones. People often think of compensation as merely salary. However, the total cost of employee compensation includes every aspect of employee benefit. This includes the cost of health benefits, retirement benefits, tuition reimbursement, bonuses, or any another non-salary benefit that is considered part of a total compensation package. See, when we go through the term compensation, is it what is compensation? It does includes everything which is paid by the employer to the employee other than the salary itself. Okay, means in excess to salary, many of the things they are paid by the employer to the employee. Is it? The strategy serves as a guide and should be outlined in a written document that clearly articulates the organization's approach to managing employee compensation. So, when we consider compensation, what is compensation all about? Yes. Yes. Why compensation is paid? Compensation is paid to expect the employee's satisfaction towards organization. So an effective compensation strategy, it motivates current employees and it is used as a tool to attract new ones. See, if your compensation policy or whatsoever you are paying as a compensation, if it is good, then the present employees, they will be satisfied due to this. Okay, they will be satisfied due to this. Okay, and due to this, what happens is, due to this, the employees will be satisfied as well as the new employees, they will be motivated. The new employees also, they will be motivated towards such type of company. However, the total cost of employee compensation includes every aspects of employee benefits. Okay. So when we consider an effective compensation strategy, that is a compensation policy which is determined by a company. See how the compensation strategy should be. The compensation strategy should be like that which will surely, yes, retain the present employees as well as it will attract the potential employees. Is it? See, the compensation strategy, it should be like that. The compensation strategy, it should be like that. Okay, it will attract. Okay, surely it will attract everybody. Okay, getting it? People often think of compensation as merely salary. Okay, see, what people think that compensation means only salary, but this is not the fact. Okay. However, the total cost of employee compensation includes every aspect of employee benefit. Okay. See, uh, when we consider the compensation, yes, it does include everything which a employee is in need of. Yes, it does include everything which the employee he is in need of. So when it comes to employee cost compensation, yes, it does includes every employee benefit. Okay, it does include every employee benefit which the company needs to do, or the company needs to give. Okay, the company needs to give to the employee. For example, fringe benefits, financial motives. Okay, all these things. See, this includes the cost of health benefits, retirement benefits, tuition reimbursement, bonuses, and any another non-salary benefit that is considered part of a total compensation package. See, when a company it is determining compensation package, when a company is determining a compensation package, yes. So when we consider compensation, okay, how much should be the compensation, or what are the things which are included into the term compensation in excess to salary. Okay, see, in excess to salary, some of the retirement benefit, some of the benefit related to cost of health, some tuition reimbursement, bonuses, or any other non-salary benefit, it is included. So each company what it does, each company prepares some compensation package. Okay, each company prepares some compensation package. Okay, why they prepare compensation package? Because the motive behind it itself is that, okay, the motive behind it itself is that, okay, they need to, yes, they need to attract new employees. Okay, as well as they need to, yes, they need to motivate the current employee so that they can achieve something which is more and which is more desirable. Okay, getting it? So when we consider compensation merely, okay, it does includes many of the benefits other than salary. Okay, so when we consider the provisions and strategies under compensation, the first one is budget allocation. Okay, see, this is a strategy which is used under compensation. Okay, what is the strategy? See, the strategy should include the organization's approach to allocating compensation dollars into salary and benefits. This budget allocation will determine how much of the total compensation budget will be spent on salary and what percent will be spent on benefits and other incentives. For example, if 90% is salary and 10% is benefit, you need to determine how the 10% is spent. Okay, see, every organization, that is every company, yes, it needs to prepare a budget. Is it a budget based on how much it does have income and what they are supposed to expend? Okay, so when we consider so when we consider organization, okay, it is required, okay, it is required to prepare a budget. It is required to prepare a budget. Okay, so when we consider any budget, okay, when we consider any budget, the strategy should include organization's approach to allocating compensation dollars into salary and benefits. See, if if okay, the company is preparing a budget, how much percentage of the budget they are spending towards salary, how much portion of the budget they are, yes, spending towards the salary and other benefits. Okay, they need to know about this, they need to know about this. Okay, then develop salary ranges. Yes, develop salary ranges. What it means? Develop salary ranges, yes, to ensure employee pay is competitive with other organization. Okay, to be competitive, it is important to benchmark like jobs within the same industry and create a pay structure. Salary ranges can be developed internally by conducting research to determine average salaries in a particular geographic area. Smaller organizations often pay a vendor to help develop salary ranges, whereas larger organizations may have the HR resources to conduct the research internally. Regardless, it is important to look at all jobs and determine what work is done, how the job is slotted, and establish salary ranges that match all the job description. See what happens whenever you are determining salary of your employee. Whenever you are determining salary of your employee, what happens at that time? See, the salary which we are paying to our employee, is it more or is it less than your competitor's company? Is it? See, there might be a number of competitors. okay, and number of competitors. See, in your company, the person who is working at that designation, is it his salary, and the person who is working with you, his salary. You are required to compare. Yes, what you are required to do, you are required to compare. Okay, and after comparison, if you realize that you are paying less salary and your competitor is paying more salary to the person who is working in the same designation, what you should be doing then? Yes, what you should be doing? Surely you should think in this way, that yes, you should think in this way, that okay. Okay, if your competitor is offering more salary to the person who is working in the same designation, yes, you should upgrade your salary, you should increase your salary, because or else what will happen, we are aware about the term labor turnover. The person who is efficiently working with you may be diverted towards your competitor's company. This can happen. So if you think that this should not be happening, okay, then what you should be doing? Yes, you should always think that, or you should always think in such a way that, okay, after comparing the salary, okay, identify the range of the salary which is paid to the particular employee in your competitor's company. As per that, do modifications into your product. Okay, do modifications into your salary actually, or compensation package. Okay, getting it? So what you are required to do is, okay, as per your geographical area, is it, as per the pay structure of uh, your competitors, okay, what you are required to do, you are required to do a benchmark. You're supposed to benchmark. What is benchmark? See, we are aware about benchmarking concept, okay, in which, okay, what is done, comparison is done. Comparison within the industry, it is done. Okay, why to do such type of comparison? What is the motive behind it? Yes, motive behind this itself is that, okay, to, yes, the motive behind this itself is that, to develop, okay, to develop a culture in which, okay, everybody will be satisfied with the salary which we are paying to them. Or else what happens, see, if you're providing a salary which is not feasible or not moderate, or your competitor is providing salary more than what you are providing to your employee having the same designation as like your competitor, then surely your employee, when he comes to know that a person, okay, in that competitors industry who is having the same designation or who is having the less designation, he is paid high, okay, surely there will be chances of labor turnover which will not be beneficial for you or good for your organization's future. Okay, then salary audits. Okay, what is salary audit? See, salary audits means what? Markets change, therefore, it is important to perform
routine salary audits to ensure salary ranges reflect current compensation trends in a particular industry. When performing an audit, the goal is to determine how competitive are those particular jobs and what is the external marketing demand. Okay, ask the question, is it a growing or dying function? It is important to pay attention to market changes and to stay current. Okay, because failing to keep up with the competition can lead to loss of valuable employees. Okay, see, salary audits, what it means, okay, audit here means that, okay, checking whether as per the changes in the market you are making changes into the compensation or the remuneration which you are paying to your employee. Okay, the amount which you are paying to your employee, whether it is good, whether it is satisfactory, whether it is not satisfactory or unsatisfactory. Okay, this position you will come to know, okay, only when you will do salary audit. Okay, what do you mean by salary audit? Salary audit means that, okay, yes, when performing an audit, the goal is to determine how competitive are those particular jobs and what is the external market demand. Okay, means the job which you are offering to your employee, is it, and the salary which you are offering to that person. Okay, the job which you are offering to your employee and the remuneration or the salary which you are paying to your employee, both these things, is it, whether it is moderate, satisfactory as per the changes in the market or not. Okay, you should be knowing about this. So ask this question always. Okay, say as per the profession. Okay, as per the profession, as per the designation, are you paying the employee moderately or not? Is your employee satisfied by this or not? Okay, or else what will happen? See, a period of time after a period of time, if you don't increase the salary as per the changes in the market, then surely there is a high hope to lose your valuable employee. Okay, you can lose your valuable employee. This can happen. Okay, then the benefit package. Okay, benefit package. What is benefit package? See, many of the organizations, they use benefit packages in addition to salary to attract and retain employees. Okay, many organizations, they use benefit packages in addition to salary to attract and retain employees. Okay, their goal is to be competitive with health, retirement, tuition, reimbursement and other benefits, because they understand that it can be the determining factor for a job candidate who is deciding whether to accept a position with an organization or an employee who is considering leaving. See, benefit package means what? See, other than salary, provide some benefits to the employee so that you can retain the existing employees or you can attract new employees. So, benefit package, it does includes many of the thing in addition to salary. Okay, to attract as well as to retain the employees. Okay, to attract the new employees and to retain the existing employees, such type of benefit packages, they are paid. Okay, their goal is to be competitive with health, retirement, tuition reimbursement. Means all these benefits, they are included in such type of benefit package. Okay, getting it? Then performance management system. Okay, performance management system, what is it? See, it is important to have a structured performance management process to ensure employees are meeting corporate objectives and are assessed on a regular basis. This process should include development of annual goals, annual performance appraisals, and a structured process for coaching and mentoring employees. Compensation strategies can positively influence employee engagement and improve employee productivity. Okay, see, when we consider performance management system, okay, when we consider performance management system, yes, it is quite important. It is quite important to have a structured performance management process. Okay, see, yes, your employees, they are working with you, yes, okay, but whenever your employee is working with you, okay, the corporate objectives, that is the organizational objectives which you have laid down while initiating the organization, while initiating the business, are they met? Yes, you are required to assess on a regular basis. Okay, this process should include development of annual goals, annual performance appraisal, and a structured process for coaching and mentoring employees. Okay, compensation strategies can positively influence employee engagement and improve employee productivity. See, if your employee is engaged into a good manner, if your employee is engaged into a good manner, then what happens? Okay, see, he contributes positively towards the performance of the organization. He, yes, surely he contributes towards, yes, he contributes towards the performance of the organization. Is it getting it? So there should be a performance management system in which the employee who is engaged into your organization's work, that is, who is a part of your organization, his performance should be judged enough that whether he is contributing towards the organizational goal accomplishment, you will be clear with this. Okay, so the compensation strategies, they can positively influence employee engagement and improve the employee's productivity. Then legal compliance. Okay, what do you mean by legal compliance? Yes, legal compliance means that a well defined compensation strategy will incorporate legal requirements to ensure the organization is in compliance with all laws. Yes, when we consider the legal requirements, okay, see, compensation strategy, while defining the compensation strategy, yes, the organization should always consider that, okay, when they are incorporating some compensation strategy, it should be as per the legal requirements. Okay, nothing should harm or hurt the law. Okay, the goal is to eliminate natural biases made in hiring decisions and ensure compliance with law, such as minimum wage, overtime pay, and variables. All these things, they are required to be covered. Okay, all these things, they are required to be covered properly. Then structured administration. Okay, what is structured administration? What it means? Yes, as with any other business processes, okay, structure is important. Develop an annual review process, salary audit, raise process timeline, and make sure someone is responsible for all compensation areas. Finally, A comprehensive compensation strategy can be the foundation for creating an environment that recognizes and rewards employee performance and helps to establish a strong culture of employee engagement. Organizations are only as successful as their approach to hiring the right people, setting clear expectations, managing performance, and recognizing the and rewarding employees for a good job well done. Is it? See, administration. Okay, organization should always make sure that they are hiring right person at right time and right place. Is it? And it should also be rewarding the employee's performance. Means if a performance of an employee is very good and contributing more towards the productivity of the organization, yes, surely this person should be rewarded. Okay, getting it? बघा, जेव्हा आपण कॉम्पेन्सेशन प्रोव्हिजन्स अँड स्ट्रॅटेजीजचा विचार करतो, ओके, पहिल्यांदा आपल्या बजेटमधलं किती पार्ट आपण सॅलरीला आणि अदर बेनिफिट्सला अलोकेट केलं ते बघायचं आहे. त्याच्यानंतर डेव्हलप सॅलरी रेंजेसमध्ये काय करायचं बघा, की आपण किती सॅलरी पे करतो आपल्या एम्प्लॉईला आणि आपल्याच प्रोडक्ट लाईनमध्ये जे आपले कॉम्पिटिटर्स काम करत आहेत ते त्याच डेझिग्नेशनच्या व्यक्तीला किती सॅलरी देतात, आपण जास्त देतो आहे की कमी देतो सॅलरी, हे थोडंफार आपल्याला डिटरमाइन करून कम्पेअर करून आपली सॅलरी तेवढी मॉडरेटली चेंज करावी लागेल. ओके, कारण की काय होईल, जर त्याच डेझिग्नेशनचा माणूस तुमच्या कॉम्पिटेटिव्हच्या कंपनीमध्ये जास्त त्याला पगार मिळत असेल आणि तुम्ही त्याच डेझिग्नेशनच्या व्यक्तीला कमी पगार देत असाल, तर अशामुळे काय होईल, तर तो जो एम्प्लॉई आहे तो त्या कॉम्पिटिटरच्या कंपनीकडे डायव्हर्ट होण्याची जास्त शक्यता आहे. ओके, येस, सॅलरी ऑडिट्स. ओके, बघा काय करू शकता तुम्ही तुमच्या प्रोडक्ट लाईनमध्ये, तुमच्या इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये किती कंपनीज आहेत बाकीच्या, इज इट, आणि ते किती काय देतात. ओके, आणि मार्केटमध्ये जे चेंजेस होत आहेत, मार्केटमध्ये जे चेंजेस होत आहेत त्या मार्केटमध्ये जे चेंजेस होत आहेत त्या चेंजेसप्रमाणे तुम्ही वाढ तुमच्या तुमच्या सॅलरीमध्ये करताय की नाही हे बघणं तुमचं काम आहे. त्यानंतर बेनिफिट पॅकेज. ओके, बेनिफिट पॅकेज काय आहे बघा, पॅकेज इन ॲडिशन टू सॅलरी some benefits are added to such kind of package. Okay, why? Yes, for example, retirement benefits, health benefits, is it such kind of benefits they are added into such kind of package. Okay, why? To benefit the employee, and your employee will never leave your organization if he is satisfied by the whatsoever you are offering to them. Then performance management system. What is performance management system? बघा, एखाद्याचा परफॉर्मन्स इव्हॅल्युएट करून जर तो एकदम छान परफॉर्म करत असेल तर त्याला रिवॉर्ड करणं. इट लीगल कॉम्प्लायन्स, whatsoever wage salary you are paying to your employee as per laws, are you considering the laws or not? Okay, then structured administration. Yes, in this you are required to create an atmosphere in which, yes, your employee will be getting a strong culture. Okay, then the pay structures. Okay, the CIPD defines a pay structure as a collection of pay grades, level or bands linking related jobs within an hierarchy or series that provides a framework for the implementation of reward strategies and policies within an organization. So when we consider a pay structure, See, what is a pay structure? Yes, a structure in which the payment and its classification is mentioned. Such type of structure is called as pay structure. See, the CIPD defines a pay structure as a collection of pay grades, levels or bands linking related jobs within a hierarchy or series that provides a framework for implementation of reward strategies and policies within an organization. See, it is a collection of pay grades, levels or bands. Pay grade, levels or band means what? See, as per the level, as per the designation, the pay is determined. Okay, linking related jobs within a hierarchy or series. Okay, see, similar types of job are homogeneous types of jobs. They are linked to each other. That provides a framework for the implementation. Okay, based on this homogeneity, framework is given, okay, for the implementation of reward strategies and policies, okay, through which implementation of reward strategies and policies within an organization is made. Okay, due to this, what happens? The reward strategies and policies within an organization is done. Okay. See, pay structure is a collection of pay grades, levels or bands, okay, in which same type of jobs they are grouped under a single hierarchy or series, okay, and it provides a framework, yes, through which implementation of reward strategies and policies within an organization it is made. Okay, reward strategies and policies within an organization it is made, means how much should be the reward, what should be the strategy, what should be the policies. Okay, this all things will be implemented. So, why pay structure? When this question is asked, yes, pay structure gives a guideline, a framework in regards to the reward strategies and policies within an organization. Okay, within an organization, what should be the rewards, what should be the strategies, is it how to implement those strategies and reward and those policies. Okay, all these things they are determined. Okay, getting it? बघा, पे स्ट्रक्चर काय असतं? पे स्ट्रक्चर एक कलेक्शन आहे पे ग्रेड्सचा, लेवल्सचा आणि बँड्सचा, ज्याच्यामध्ये एकसारखे जे जॉब्स आहेत ते रिलेट केले जातात आणि ते एका हायरार्कीमध्ये पुटअप केले जातात. ओके, बेस्ड ऑन दॅट एक फ्रेमवर्क तयार केलं जातं. ओके, आणि ते इम्प्लिमेंट केलं जातं, ज्याच्यामध्ये रिवॉर्ड स्ट्रॅटेजीज अँड पॉलिसीज ऑर्गनायझेशनमधल्या डिटरमाइन केल्या जातात. त्यालाच आपण काय म्हणतो? पे स्ट्रक्चर असं म्हणतो. ओके, सो जेव्हा आपण कॉम्पन्सेशन प्रोव्हिजन अँड स्ट्रॅटेजीजचा विचार करतो तेव्हा एखाद्या कॉम्पन्सेशन स्ट्रॅटेजीमध्ये काय असलं पाहिजे? तर कॉम्पन्सेशन स्ट्रॅटेजी अशा प्रकारे असली पाहिजे की ज्याच्या थ्रू जे एम्प्लॉईज आहेत ते मोटिवेट झाले पाहिजेत. ओके, करंट एम्प्लॉईज म्हणजे आत्ता जे एम्प्लॉईज तुमच्याकडे काम करत आहेत. ओके, आत्ता जे एम्प्लॉईज तुमच्याकडे काम करत आहेत ते तर मोटिवेट झालेच पाहिजेत. ओके, त्यांना तुम्ही त्याच्या थ्रू रिटेन करू शकाल. दुसरी गोष्ट, जे नवीन एम्प्लॉईज आहेत किंवा जे पोटेन्शियल एम्प्लॉईज आहेत, म्हणजे सध्या ते तुमचे एम्प्लॉईज नाहीत पण भविष्य काळात ते तुमचे एम्प्लॉईज होऊ शकतात, अशा सर्व व्यक्तींना अशा सर्व व्यक्तींना अट्रॅक्ट केलं जातं. कशामुळे? पे स्ट्रक्चरमुळे. ओके. आणि अशा प्रकारच्या कॉम्पेन्सेशन स्ट्रॅटेजी और पॉलिसीमुळे. ओके. सो जेव्हा आपण एखाद्या कॉम्पन्सेशन स्ट्रॅटेजीचा विचार करतो तेव्हा ह्या कॉम्पन्सेशन स्ट्रॅटेजीमध्ये बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी येतात बघा. म्हणजे कॉस्ट ऑफ हेल्थ बेनिफिट्स, रिटायरमेंट बेनिफिट्स, ट्युशन रिइम्बर्समेंट, बोनसेस और एनी अदर नॉन सॅलरी बेनिफिट दॅट इज कन्सिडर्ड पार्ट ऑफ अ टोटल कॉम्पन्सेशन पॅकेज. ह्या सर्व गोष्टी त्या कॉम्पन्सेशन पॅकेजमध्ये मेन्शन केले जातात. याच्या थ्रू काय होतं? याच्या थ्रू ऑर्गनायझेशन जी आहे ती कॉम्पिटिटिव्ह होते जास्तीत जास्त. ओके.